Step 8 Final Task Dilemmas by Mónica Lisette López Abril. Task 1 Lina's Dream. Lina was a girl full of dreams. She wanted to be graduated of the school and travel to other country to study in a big university. She studied a lot, trying to get a scholarship because her parents didn't have enough money to pay her an university. When the time of the results come, a problem with the company which gave the scholarships appears too. The manager decided to stop the processes of scholarships because he wanted to sell the company and enjoy of his money. So Lina's dream broke out. Lina didn't have another option than begins to work in a store to help to her parents to pay the rent and the food. She decided also to make a free course of accountability at nights. Then, as she finished the course, she got a work as administrator in the store where she worked. The salary was so much better, and now she was thinking to take a bank loan for building a house for her parents. Everything was going perfect. She was happy with her life when suddenly she received a call. Hey, is it Lina in the phone? Yes, speaking. Hi Lina, it is Anna. I'm calling you because the process of the scholarships to France is working again. I sent you a format in which you must declare that you accept this benefit. It should be in your house this afternoon. Any doubt, you can call me. Bye and congratulations. She ran to the mailbox and there was a format. She took it in her hands and went to her room. Lina was so confused. She didn't know what to do. If she took the scholarship, she couldn't help to her parents for a while and she would lose her job. What must she do? Lina decided not to say anything to anybody and refused the scholarship. She talked in her parents and she didn't want to let them alone. Besides, they were so excited about buying their own house. It was better to forget that idea of going to other country. She woke up early and went to work as every day. When she arrived to home at night, her parents were in the table waiting for her. What happened? Lina, my dear, Anna had called. She wanted to know if you had already sent your acceptation for the scholarship. Why didn't you tell anything to us? I'm sorry, Mom. You don't have to worry. I decided to refuse the scholarship. I want to stay here with you and buy our house. Lina, what are you telling, my sweet? This is your dream. This is your big opportunity. You can't refuse it. Mom, I have a work and I want to buy this house. How we will do it if I go to study and drop out my work? Who is going to care of you, but? My dear Lina, we are your parents. We must care of you. And we decided what to do with our lives. Now, it's your turn to live your life. But, Lina, you have been always a good daughter. You always obey. And this is an order. You will take that scholarship. And there is nothing more to say. Lina and her parents were crying of emotion, and she was so excited because she could get her dream, thanks to her parents that always thought in her happiness and wellness. Task 2. Out of reach. Do you think the song is mainly optimistic or mainly pessimistic? Justify your answer. I think the song is optimistic because in spite of the pain that the girl is feeling, she knows that the life continues and that there are a way to go for her. She knows that she will be sad for a while, but then she will get him out of her mind. So I think that song is realistic and optimistic. I like that it is not the typical song that says that she will die of love. She only accepts the things as they are and try to continue with her life. All the songs with this kind of topic must have this focus. So when teenagers and the people who listen to will have a message of strength and not a message of collapse. What was the true problem according to the song? The true problem was that the man or woman, it's not clear what kind of couple they are, but I will speak about the man. The man didn't value the love that the girl was giving to him. He didn't have enough maturity to be clear with her. He didn't tell her that he didn't want a real relationship with her. And she was thinking that she was a couple and that they probably could build a life together. The problem is that people used to assume things and they don't ask when they have that or they don't explain and be clear with other persons. People used to let the things go until there is too late and the damage is done. Task 3. What a dilemma. Why won't he introduce me to his family? I think that when we are young, we used to take things so quickly. In just 1 or 2 months, the couples are professing eternal love and introducing themselves to everybody. So it is rare that your boyfriend doesn't want to introduce you even to his brother. In any case, if you have been in a relationship for a year, it's totally normal that you want to be introduced to your couple's family. In your position, I will insist, or I will begin to think in let this relationship out, because I will feel this is a sign of assuredness from my boyfriend about our relationships or the convenience of my person in his family. Can we leave my mother? I see this dilemma more much difficult because your mother is older and with problems in her health. I find very hard to imagine letting alone to the person who loves you more in the world and more when she has always lived with you and doesn't have other relatives. On the other hand, it is not fair for your husband to refuse a good job for which he has worked so hard. I think you could convince to your husband to stay alone for a few months while you are trying to convince to your mother of going with you. Step by step, you can convince her to go just for a visit while she knows the new place. But if she totally refuses, you must go with your family because it is your life. She will probably understand and decide to go with you when she feels alone. Otherwise, you must do an agreement with your husband in order that you could visit your mother at least once a year, but for 1 month in each visit because remember, she is your mother. She has given her life for you, and you are also a mother. Thank you for your attention. Making decisions. Making decisions is not easy because you can't be sure about what will happen. I have made lots of bad decisions, but the good thing is that I have always had the possibility of correct my mistakes, and I have learned a lot. Thinking about it, I suppose that I'm not so bad making decisions because none of them had terrible or irremediable consequences for anybody. I think it is an ability that we develop along the years and experience. When we are young, we just think in the present and in the things that we want to do in the moment, but usually don't care about the future consequences. But when we get older, we begin to think twice, to consider the consequences, the benefits, and how our decisions could affect other people. And this is the key, to think in the possibilities, where or bad, that our decisions could keep to us or to the people around us. Thank you so much for your attention. To the next time.